too frozen. Good morning, hello again. So we're back at Sherwood Forest Farm Park today. We're fishing the Cavendish Lake on the Saturday Open. It's the middle of December. It was -5 I think last night. It's absolutely freezing. Really bitter. There's ice on the lakes. Temperature is really cold. It's forecast getting up to 5 degrees today with rain this afternoon, so conditions aren't great at all. But we're fishing the Cavendish Lakes. I think it's full of silvers. We've been getting 20-pound bags in the week. Well, probably want a slightly warmer day, but I'm expecting probably 20 pound to frame today, I think, for silvers. Not expecting many carp to feed, but I've set up a maggot rig. So I've got a very fine maggot rig, a 3-pound line, 2-pound bottom, at about 4 foot deep, 13 metres. That's going to be the main line of attack. I'm going to feed that with catapulted maggots to start with, but while I'm trying to get that sun going a little bit, I'm going to start on the method feeder halfway and just see if we find a shoal of winter carp or sat on the bottom waiting to have a feed. So I'll have 10 or 15 minutes on that, having a look, see if there's anything there while I feed the maggot line. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if it's warmed up a little bit now, but it's bitterly cold. Plenty of cups of coffee today. So I've not fished a winter match here for quite some time. I generally pleasure fish the Sherwood Lake. A couple of videos from last year fishing on bread punch and maggot, because it's always guaranteed a few bites. So it's a really nice winter venue to fish for silvers. And you may have seen the other matches where we fish in the summer on the Homedale Lake, mainly for carp and getting big bags with the James Moore squad. Yeah, so looking forward to it. So I think there's not a massive turnout today. I think it's about 9 or 10 of us on the Cavendish Lake. It's missed one, fished 2, missed 1, so we're nicely spread out. The end pegs seem to be sat in ice, and I've had to do some ice breaking. I've got quite a clear spot. There's odd little bits of ice, but it's very thin. So I've been quite fortunate with my draw, middle of the lake, peg 6. Very happy. Let's hope we catch some. Speak to you in a bit. Something small stuck it on the little method, but it's not a carp. Or if it is, it's a very little carp. Roach. Nice. Like a little block of ice. Method. Very thin layer of pellets on that. Unbelievable. I must have been waiting for it. beauty. Change of plan, mix some silverfish ground bait up. We feed 2 lines at 13 metres. So we're 1 hour in now, probably about a dozen silvers. Didn't get any bonus carp that I was hoping for. But I've changed my tack. Loose feeding maggots didn't seem to be bringing enough fish in, so I've potted in ground bait, a few micros, a few maggots, on 2 lines at 13 metres. Picked that nice skimmer up. A couple of roach so far, as soon as I've done it, so. Most people are catching silvers at the moment. So at least having a feed anyway, even with this temperature. Nice catching me a big green. On the run. Caught something a little bit bigger. Got in the fin. Oh, count there. Right, so we're 2 hours in. I'm having a look for a bonus carp back on the feeder. Refed me silverfish lines. I'm fishing them at 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. I just refed them with ground bait, micros and maggie. Let them settle down there. I've only got about 20 odd silvers. Doing too bad. But I think the guys either side of me have got a few more than me. I've had 3-4 bites on the feeder, but they've been roach. I've had one really nice roach. So I've gone almost right across this time and get 10 minutes and see if I can pick up any liners or anything rooted around. It's still pretty cold. Forecast rain now the rest of the day. Bonus carp would be nice. Nice roach. Need a few more of them. Water's like ice, fish are like ice. The breeze is getting up and it's really cold as well. So we're just over 3 hours in now. I'm a bit behind the guys either side of me, I think. Need a few better fish. Hybrid. Half roach, half bream. Right, so it's 2:15. Got 45 minutes left. I'm behind on silvers, so I probably haven't got enough time unless I get any decent sized bream. I'm not going to be able to catch up, so do I go for a bonus carp? Probably worth chucking it out for 10 minutes. Feed these lines with ground baiting. Nice roach. Lovely. Liking that size. So much for the bonus carp, little roach. It's almost time now. It's starting to get dark. Might be time for one more bite. Oh, that's it. It's a lot. Small fish, Mark. Right, that's a lot. We'll get back to we. We'll see who's won. Yeah, I've had a lovely net of silvers. Quite a few skimmers. Yeah, if you'd have said I'm going to catch that this morning, I'd have snatched your hand off.
Yeah, with the ice and that.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
We'd have bought nearly every pudding.
Yeah, well done.
24 what?
To drink it, to be honest.
11-1.
Oh, a bit more than I thought
Yeah,
I'd got.
11-1. Well done, Kev.
Thank you.
Kev, don't that. The other day you'd struggle getting some at that side, they were bigger than that.
That'll do me. That's a nice net of fish, that.
That side, then they were getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I can well believe it. Definitely going to come back and pleasure this on a slightly warmer day. Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Hello again. Before we go through the results from yesterday's match on Cavendish Lake, I've got a message from the new consortium that's taken over. Paul Harding just got a quick message for us about all the superb works they're doing there.
Morning everyone, my name's Paul Harding. We're down here at Sherwood Forest Fishery. We've just taken this beautiful venue over around about 4 weeks ago. There's myself, my son Danny and his father-in-law Kevin Dawson. We're all in partnership, and we've got lots of big plans for this place. As you've already seen if you're on Facebook, we've already started a lot of the jobs that needed doing. Started off with the road, which, you know, there was quite a few potholes in there. If you've been down recently, you'll see that they've all been sorted out. And what we have promised now is that whenever that they appear again, that we will sort them out no matter what, because at the end of the day we don't want you coming down here ruining your cars, so we will keep on top of the potholes. We've also a lot of work that's got planned for the Holmdale Lake. We want to get it desilted. We've been in touch with a company in Wales, and they're going to come out in the new year to have a look at it and see what needs doing. We're also going to clear the island, chop the trees back, chop all the brambles back, and give it a good fettle round to make it even better fishing than it already has been. Yeah, some of the pegs on the Sherwood Lake, on the field side, we've already sort of renovated, so they make it more fishable. They're not submerged, or you're not sat on pallets anymore. So on the the wood side, some of those need doing as well, and we will get round to those as and when we can do, and when it's fit with the weather. And going back down to the Cavendish Lake, down there we have got a lot of reeds in there, and also the pegs. They will be done again shortly, as and when we get a chance to do it. Fish stocks, as you already know, there's quite a lot of fish in these lakes. That's if you fish down here, and we have got plans to restock, not just yet because they've got other things what's priority. We've got a lot of open matches planned for the weekends and midweek. We even want to start introducing a veterans match. We're not sure on what day we're going to have that yet, but it'll all be advertised on Facebook. And as for the Holmdale Lake, the club matches, that is booked up solid from the beginning of May to the end of September now, and that is at the weekend. So there's still room midweek if anybody wants to book any matches.
Yeah, Holmdale makes a great evening session as well to catch a few carp.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly, yeah.
But pretty much everybody's welcome next year. We're really looking forward to another great season.
Great.
And well, thanks for taking it over. I think well, what you're doing with this place sounds great. And you think, are you going to put a cafe in as well? Are you thinking about a cafe maybe?
Yeah, the cafe is going to be within the next 3 or 4 weeks. We've got the units ordered. We're just waiting for them to be delivered now. So all you fishermen out there can have a nice big breakfast. And there's also going to be some homemade cooking as well. And you get drinks and everything like that.
Lovely. So everybody's welcome then. We look forward to it.
Great. Nice to see you down here.
Thanks a lot. Bye. So that's excellent news for Sherwood Forest Fishery then. Having new owners who are full of enthusiasm, looking at different ways of improving the venue with a calf and new pegging and stuff like that. So we're looking at stocking as well. So it's great news. So congratulations to them. Look forward to see the changes in the new year. Right, on to the match then for yesterday. And obviously you've seen us breaking the ice. We were supposed to be fishing on Sherwood Lake, and it was frozen. I originally planned to pleasure fish the Sherwood Lake, and as I do quite a bit in the winter anyway because it's full of silvers. But then I seen it advertised that they've started Saturday opens on the Sherwood Lake and on occasion on the Cavendish Lake as well, depending on numbers. So I thought, well, I might as well, while I'm going to pleasure it, I might as well go in the open match as well. So got there in the morning, lakes are frozen solid. You've seen on the footage, absolutely frozen. But it wasn't solid ice. I mean, you had to break it, but it was just about workable, really. But we decided there was that much ice on the Sherwood Lake, and there was 1 or 2 pleasure anglers who wanted to fish it. And the numbers were quite low for the open match, not surprisingly, with the temperature being so low overnight. There was only like 9 of us actually fished it. So we went onto the Cavendish Lake and split out into sections, and it fished really well. And the 2 ends of the lake were frozen solid. The middle part of the lake where I drew wasn't too bad. But if you've not quite seen on the footage, Halfway through the match, I cast through a feeder and I went through a hole in the ice on the far bank that you couldn't even see. You couldn't even see the ice, it was just sort of under the surface. So that causes a few problems. But as regards actual fishing in winter, it was superb. Most people were getting bites right from the start. And I ended up with about 50 silverfish, weighed in £11 1 ounce and came 6 out of the 9 anglers, which wasn't too bad because it's the first time I'd fished one of those winter matches. And against the regulars and venue experts, certainly the open anglers don't mess around when it comes to silverfish fishing. They've certainly fine-tuned their approaches. So I learned a lot yesterday. I did waste probably an hour and a half. I had three goes at trying to catch a bonus carp, which didn't produce anything at all, not even a liner or a bite. So, but you never know, sometimes they're just sat in the middle of the lake and they're on the bottom and you can start emptying it, but that didn't work for me yesterday, which is food for thought for the future, if we draw that area again. Will I try it again? I'm always tempted to try it, see if there's any carp there, but perhaps not spend so long on it next time. But I did notice the winner, Mark Bauer, was fishing quite heavily with ground bait. He was feeding 2 lines heavily with ground bait and feeding over the top with maggot, and ended up with over 19 pounds. So fished a fantastic match. Great to see what he was up to. Obviously fine-tuned his approach, and I shall be altering my approach a little bit next time as well. Second was Dan Harding with 19 pound odd as well. So they fished really good matches, and the weights, considering they were breaking the ice and moving the ice out the way in the morning. There was 6 anglers in double figures, you know, including myself for £11. And if you'd have said I was going to get 50 fish and get £11 of fish and a silverfish match yesterday before the match, I'd have took that, definitely. But I did think £20 might be a winning weight from there yesterday, just because the guys that fish in the venue there really know the stuff when it comes to silverfish in the winter. So I learned a lot yesterday, really enjoyed the match. Highly recommend it. If you want to put your name down for these matches, get in touch with Paul Harding and Dan and so, and get your name down. If you don't want to fish the matches, there's plenty of pleasure pegs there available on the Sherwood Lake and the Cavendish Lakes in the winter. So plenty of bites. You can fish bread punch, maggot, casters. You will catch on all those different techniques, waggler, pole. Yeah, highly recommend it. Definitely give it a go. I've learned a lot. I'll move on to the next match. I'll definitely give those Saturday Opens another go, either on Sherwood or Cavendish before the James Morton season starts again. But would I do anything different? Yeah, perhaps wouldn't spend so long looking for the carp. A silverfish line I was fishing really fine at £2 lines. Perhaps take some pinkies a bit next time and some casters. So I'll take pinkies, casters, if I can get them this time of year. That's all fish ground bait, heavier with maggot. All right, okay, well, thank you very much for watching. Anyway, good luck again for the new consortium that took over Sherwood Forest Fishery. Get yourselves down there. Day tickets are reasonable as well. We'll finish with a few highlights. Bye for now. Not too frozen.